This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and far. We keeping a foot on the whoop. Oh, digs. We keeping a foot on the whoop. Oh, digs. And like the Tibetan master that I am, I'm applying what on DVD pressure. Because pressure does what? Eat versus pipes. Let's talk about it, man. Kevin Durant. And a prediction construction, bro. And a prediction construction. I know it's taking people's brains a long time to wrap their brain around it. Yes, He Knows Everything is the prophet. It's okay that you guys don't want to give He Knows Everything the credit. Everybody else that have been the proverbial fucking knee and kissed the ring while you at it gave the credit already. See, people don't want to realize that there's individuals that are on levels mentally higher than them. We get it. We understand that. We can process that. But these are facts. Meek Mill talked about it. There's levels to this shit. There's gears. Everybody's not on the same level on this planet. Everybody ain't fucking the same bitch. Everybody don't got the same ride. Everybody don't live in the same house. Well, that rule applies to your mental aptitude as well too. Everybody doesn't reason effectively on the same mental scale. He Knows Everything is a three-dimensional thinker. Being a three-dimensional thinker opens you to visionary abilities. Basically the forecast of seeing things happen before it happens. He Knows Everything laid the red carpet out on the Brooklyn Nets. It's okay if you also supported the Brooklyn Nets. It's okay if you also agreed with He Knows Everything, because that's the only way you can go about this. Agreeing with the cold-hearted, the unadulterated, and the cutthroat true teller fashion that He Knows Everything delivers to you on a daily. It's okay if you come to that conclusion. But the bottom line is, you have to agree with truth. You can't go against truth. You can't talk against truth. You can't reason against it. Because doing that showcases that you don't logic reasonably. You don't logic effectively. You don't have what's called deductive reasoning. He Knows Everything has all of that. And then some. He told you guys that the Brooklyn Nets would be where they're at. Now, people that were rooting for Brooklyn Nets said, oh, it could happen with Clarence LeVert. It could happen with, Spencer Dinwiddie. This is what they said. So don't even try to act brand new. That's what y'all said. Y'all know who the fuck y'all are with that said it. He Knows Everything said they had to be James Harden. That's why he's the prediction king artist in the prediction king fashion. Y'all said it wouldn't happen with James Harden. Y'all said that James Harden would be an obliterator. Y'all said that Kyrie Irving would go against Kevin Durant. That's why He Knows Everything is a prophet. A prophet is not honored in his own home. And those whom they've rejected became the chief cornerstone. Because what's happening? How did He Knows Everything line up this prophecy to you? He said that Kevin Durant had to be option 1. Kyrie Irving had to be option 2. James Harden had to be option 3. And then there was the sum of all parts, i.e. the Blake Griffins of the world. Didn't it manifest that way? Didn't it happen that way? Exactly to the T. So how is that not prophecy? How is that not prophetic? How is that not He Knows Everything, knowing everything of how the forecast was going to be? Explain that to me. Even my brother Richie Rich said, I don't know about James Harden. I think they're going to be better with Clarence LeVert, and they're going to be better with Spencer Dinwiddie. All of y'all said that. His shit was on the lives. These lives don't get erased. He Knows Everything told you no, it's going to be James Harden. So again, it's okay to not accept the superiority of the intellect of it. He Knows Everything. It's okay to not accept that a prophet is not honored in his own home. But guess what? Those whom they've rejected became the chief cornerstone. Greatness personification can only be hindered. The motherfucker can't be stopped. When you see Kevin Durant rambling, Giannis Antetokounmpo 125-86, this speaks volumes of what He Knows Everything was talking about and how he prophetically lined it. Remember what Deuteronomy tells you. Go read that book. You will know if a prophet has given you true prophecy. Because true prophecy is simple as this. If a prophet tells you that something is going to pass, then it has to come to pass exactly the way that the prophet outlined it to come to pass. Well, He Knows Everything told you that this is how it was going to be outlined for the Brooklyn Nets. Did it not happen exactly to the T in how He Knows Everything outlined it? And if he did, then that's true prophecy. So what's not cold-hearted about that? What's not unadulterated about that? And what's not the cutthroat truth-teller fashion that's associated with that? We get it. People want to feel that they know basketball. And He Knows Everything's not saying that you don't know basketball. But there's a hierarchy to basketball. He Knows Everything is the final authority on basketball. So when He tells you something, He speaks from a position of authority. He speaks from a position of power. Because when He's telling you this is something that's going to happen because it's going to outline exactly the way it did. LeBron James, did not He Knows Everything say that he was going to get exposed this year? He made it clear that he was going to get done the fuck up this year, that this wasn't a Mickey Mouse affair. This wasn't a fraudulent, fluky, on-the-spot affair. This wasn't a least path of resistance affair. This wasn't an infinite Tsukuyomi affair. This wasn't a virtual reality affair. And wasn't that the case? So again, how did the prophet not give you prophetic ability? How did he not tell you exactly how things were going to forecast? And he also told you that it's going to be the Clippers and the Nets. Everybody else is saying, well, we said it too. But they didn't say it before He Knows Everything. He Knows Everything's always the first one to say it. Everyone is just in accordance. It's okay to be in accordance. It's okay to be in harmony with what He Knows Everything says. But that's what it was. You was in accordance with what He Knows Everything said. You was in harmony with what He Knows Everything said. Because they have live streams for a reason. And He Knows Everything said that this is the KD and the Kawhi era. I want somebody to try to fact check He Knows Everything. Because that's all the things that He Knows Everything said. So how is a prophet not giving you prophecy when every prophetic word that the prophet told you came to pass exactly the way the prophet told you? That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth-teller fashion. When it's all said and done, y'all can sit here and try to play this little game. Oh, well, he didn't say this, you didn't say. Stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere. What? Higgity fucking hush. Men lie, women lie, videos and live streams don't. Let me say it again. Men lie, women lie, videos and live streams don't. All you got to do is look at the He Knows Everything catalog and you will understand why he is the prophet of this nation, dog. Why he is the prophet of this generation and why a prophet is not honored in his own home. But again, recap. Those whom they've rejected became the chief cornerstone. Greatness personification can only be hindered. The motherfucker can't be stopped. Didn't He Knows Everything tell you guys also that Kevin Durant was back to restore the natural order of basketball? Don't you feel that the natural order of basketball has been restored? That Kevin Durant is the natural order of basketball restorer? Don't you feel that he is the natural order of basketball restorer? Who used these terminologies? Who used these sayings? And who ushered it and verbalized it unto thee? Verily, verily, I say unto thee, that a prophet is not honored in his own home, but those whom they've rejected became the chief cornerstone. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth-teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the what? Niggas. I keeps the foot on the what? Niggas. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.